will get it started for the Tigers.
Yeah, all he did was lead him to 13 victories a year ago into the playoffs. Kelly Bryant accounted for 23 touchdowns throwing and running the football, and the Tiger faithful here say he's a better player this year than he was last year.
6'3", 225 pounds, and a graduate student from Calhoun Falls, South Carolina. Wants to throw it. This one is incomplete near the 40 yards.
And snaps, they say don't have to worry about the left side with Hyatt on that side.
On second down, the ball is on the turf as Bryant ran into a teammate trying to create something, stumbling down near the 29-yard line.
A little bit of an auspicious start here. A poor throw by Bryant, and then Etienne runs into Bryant as he's trying to throw the ball to the outside, and the Paladins got.
Tigers were first in the conference a season ago at 46% on third down. This is 3rd and 6. To the far side, and enough on the grab by T. Higgins.
It's one of these young receivers that's played a ton of football. He's going to push off, just run the comeback route on the outside, quick curl route, and a little bit of a shaky start in the first 2 plays.
Kelly Bryant completed 66% of his passes a season ago. Etienne up near the marker. Dabo Swinney's 10th full season as the head coach. 2nd and short, trying to go deep. It's beyond everyone. T. Higgins at 1 for the Tigers. Etienne trying to get away. Came up short of the line. Nope.
4th and short. I'm sorry. 4th and short.
Tigers were also best in the ACC on 4th down. And it looks like they're going to have this one up near midfield. Travis Etienne
blasting area, Tom, where we talked to the Clemson coaches. They felt like they had the advantage, obviously a little bit bigger up front. So when you get these short yardage situations, smaller Paladin defense off the field, so Etienne can get the first down.
86 degrees here in Clemson, South Carolina. 60% humidity. On first down, Rogers gets inside the 45-yard line.
Cloud paid. Now you've got Amari Rogers.
Quick pass to Renfro at the 45. Cannot get away. In a Tiger uniform. Father James was also an outstanding Clemson Tiger in his day. Bryant. The throw is low at the feet of Cornell Powell. And a lot of joy on that face. We'll see how he reacts after 4th and 5. Kelly Bryant with the time. Floats it down near the 20-yard line. A lot of activity between receiver and defender. Cornell.
Low percentage throw to throw the fade route on 3rd and 5. Weems does a good job staying in the hip pocket, gets the left hand and bats it away. 2 big plays by Weems in the series. They do, that's their standard, is precision and detail. They want to do that today.
Thompson trying to get around the edge. Can't do
practice. No one we're going to play is going to be any better than what we see in practice. Thrown on the quick out. This is tough to get the ball seated in your hand by Kelly Bryant. Makes an outstanding throw here.
From the 45 of Furman, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Bryant, Rogers. And he barrels his way to the 40-yard line.
2nd and 5.
Tigers trying to turn up the tempo on 2nd and 5 for the 40. Bryant with the time. The pass is caught. And a touchdown. Amari Rogers running under it.
Let's take a look now. Look at Amari Rogers with his hands. When does he show his hands to the DB? Right at the last moment. Weems is looking at his hands. When he extends his hands, the Clemson Tigers are playing at Memorial Stadium, and they're making their run to the playoffs. It starts with Amari Rogers, 7-0.
And Matt Sachovka had to make the TD saving tackle. Choice trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's our Red Zone, brought to you by CPI Security, the official security partner of the ACC. Bryant trying to break through the red zone and spinning. The ball came out at the end of the play near the 17-yard line, but the official coming in saying Bryant was
off. Kelly was extremely dangerous a year ago running the ball. Got a host of Paladins in on the tackle and certainly was on the ground before the ball came out. Good call by the officials. See number 30, Jordan Willis makes the initial hit.
Bryant had 11 rushing touchdowns last season and carried the ball the most of any Tiger back. That one at the 10-yard line. Incomplete and nearly intercepted.
McCoy started 10 games a year ago as a freshman. And you could see he's learned quite a bit as a sophomore. What a break on the football. The 225-pound linebacker almost made a monster play in it.
And now Trevor Lawrence has entered the game, number 16 for the Tigers. The freshman from Cartersville, Georgia. First taste of college football for Lawrence. ETN to the 45-yard line.
Got all the skills.
First pass attempt is incomplete through the hands
To Clemson, and he's drawn some favorable comparisons.
especially when you break Deshaun's passing records in the state of Georgia as well. That made the stop.
That's a big-time catch by Amari Rogers, because there's a collision at the top of this. Does an excellent job of squeezing the ball. And
has a 40-yard touchdown catch, the first of his career for the sophomore from Knoxville, Tennessee, Amari Rogers. The ball carrier for the Tigers with Trevor Lawrence out of the shotgun. Feaster behind him and off to his right. Lawrence, quick trigger at the 45. Higgins inside the 30.
See how quickly the ball comes out. Ball seat in his hand, ball comes out. Now Higgins can turn, and he's got a cushion between he and Trap the corner. That's a for extra yardage.
Lawrence keeps it, dives inside the 30. McCoy brings him down after
Came in early in the first game of his career, you remember, against Georgia.
2nd and 6. Lawrence taken down out near the 39-yard line.
As celebrated as he is, he's got Hunter Renfrow wide open in the slot and panics a little bit. And Anya, a year ago for the Paladins. Here's Hunter Renfrow. He's open. You got to turn it loose. He just doesn't let it go. He
led the team last year for the Paladins. Lawrence takes a stick at the 32-yard line.
McCoy again comes up and makes the tackle, but this is something he'll say, hey, I got to get this pad level down a little bit lower. McCoy,
of college football on Raycom Sports. Lawrence remains in the game and hands off.
You can guess why. Anybody remember the Titans? The long hair, sunshine.
Back to pass, Lawrence. It is behind the intended receiver.
The location. This is not a well-thrown ball. The ball thrown on the back hip, and really trying to make a sliding catch was Trevian Thompson. Just not a well-thrown ball there by the freshman.
So far, 2 of 6. 3rd and 5. That pass is incomplete.
Some mustard on it. Take a look at this. Let's take a look at this and see if they may have missed one right on the sideline. A little bit of a juggle by Trevian Thompson. It looked like he got his left foot down. Let's look for the left foot. Is it on the line? Yeah, I think Trevian Thompson makes this catch. You could see the green between the toe and.
Somebody knows,
After
Dave.
review,
Yeah.
it was a catch at the 28-yard line. First down.
2 yards rushing. They were 5th in total offense a season ago in the conference. They averaged 430 yards per game in the ACC. ETN.
Everybody talked about what, he's got great speed, and finally he kind of became the guy at the back end of the season, averaged over 7, kind of split duties, but they say he's the guy right now.
And that guy has a first down.
Guy that kind of burst on the scene a bit later in there, and you see him press the hole. That's what you love as a back, to press that hole and find that crease in it.
Lawrence. Pass is incomplete.
Even keel, floats even keel, and that reminds him of another guy that threw the ball here that now plays for the Houston Texans.
Lawrence trying to put some touch on it. Just 2 for 7 on 3rd down for the Tigers in the game.
Ooh, got a free play here.
We got some movement. The Tiger line has not moved. This one thrown by Lawrence down near the 15.
Side on Furman, and they knew they had a free play. How about the idea, the young quarterback understanding he got the snap, I got a free play, I'm going to put it up, and Powell gets away with maybe a little.
42 yards on the play with the ball all the way down to the 12. And now Choice. He's hit near the 6-yard line. Red Zone brought to you by CPI Security, official security partner of the ACC. 37 touchdowns in the red zone last season, best in the conference. Lawrence wants another, and he's got it.
He's got a long way to go to match guys like Taj Boyd and Deshaun Watson. Bo, a perfectly thrown ball off the play fake. Defensive coordinators like to take a shot at a short field opportunity. Let's see if they put Lawrence up the bat again.
Lawrence out of a secure pocket to the 22-yard line.
Galloway, the tight end that made that catch. He's a guy that reminds him a lot of Jordan Leggett, the big-time tight end here a few years ago. Comes in depth.
2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line. First down and
6'4", 240, Seneca High School right here close in Anderson, North Carolina, or Anderson, South Carolina, just down.
10 yards on that play. Tigers scored in the red zone on the previous drive on a 6-yard TD toss by Lawrence. Looking for another. Going to the end zone. The jump ball is incomplete. It's with 4 receivers on 2nd and goal. Etienne has an alleyway to the end zone.
The blitz is going to come through the middle. You see McCoy coming. The All-American center, Falsolini, sends him to the outside. And
he can cool down just a little bit. So thank you, guys.
Yeah, it looked like they were going to not let LaRisha get near the Gatorade right there, trying to protect it.
We are in the shade, but it is by
to be here at this stadium.
I won't say there isn't any hot air blowing through this broadcast booth day, but
started right at about 12:20.
Yeah, exactly.
Out running back for Clemson, a guy that figured prominently for them a year ago.
Complete to Renfro from Bryant, short of
Alabama, but he's been a great receiver here for a long time. The former walk-on.
Got a catch now in 29 straight games as Feaster.
Here for students at Clemson.
Bryant zings it over the middle. That is Renfro. Bryant to Renfro.
Well, excellent protection up front, so he can wait on Renfro to get to the inside, and then he throws him open. Renfro right around McCoy, the linebacker. Big time throw by Kelly Bryant.
Rogers roadblock at the 40.
Only one of the great national title games of all time. You make some arguments it might be the best.
Pressure coming, and Bryant
off the edge.
Yes, it was.
He just blows right by Choice, the running back. Choice was there to pick him up. The quarterback, nothing new for Adrian Hope.
Bryant finally swallowed up inside. Tigers 1 of 2 on 4th down, trying to convert here. It's going to be short as over. Out in front of the visiting Furman Paladins.
Kelly was coming in early. There were a ton of people coming in here. They were excited about this game.
Bryant throwing on the run and incomplete. 7 o'clock Eastern. It is. The ACC blitz to get us started.
Oh, it's a 7 o'clock start time. I don't think we can make that one.
Floating. Near the 40.
A nice play by Kelly Bryant.
Seabrook with the hit on Bryant, who breaks away. Bryant will waltz into the end zone. He's got a Tiger touchdown.
Bryant had 11 rushing touchdowns a year ago. Watch his patience here. Little jump step right there behind the block on the outside. And then he coasts in the end zone, get great speed. Got hurt as a freshman coming back off of injury. Makes a big play. I'm sure his parents are right there and enjoying that moment.
Lawrence is back into the game for the Tigers. Up towards the 25-yard line.
In high school for Dixon.
He gets the call
This guy's
again.
got great speed.
Oh, Dave, across midfield. It's a race. 2 white shirts, and they'll pull him down at the 15.
County High School, Butler, Georgia, over 50, almost 5,200 yards rushing and 73 touchdowns. This kid can really run it. Average over 10 yards a carry his senior year, and he only played 6 games because
Lawrence pass to Pitt at the 15. To the end zone and in.
well, the hits just keep on coming. Justin Ross is another freshman. As you can imagine, he's the #2 rated high school wide receiver in the country a year ago. Where does he go? He comes to wide receiver U. Why not come to Clemson, where they've had so many come out of here?
Trevor Lawrence, at quarterback for the Tigers. Got a couple of TD passes. They're going to run it with Dixon.
And let me make the you're operating at a really high level.
Scored 46 of 51 entries into the red zone a season ago. Lawrence, the easy pass, and that's a touchdown, Clemson. Square feet that includes a bowling alley, among other things. There was a miniature golf course in there.
Do a lot of their academic stuff there. It is a neat place for them to go and be together. I think that's the biggest thing about that. As we have another freshman in, Tom, the quarterback, and Chase Bryce, redshirt freshman from Loganville, Georgia. He went for just under 3,000 yards and 33 touchdowns that year.
Lynn J. Dixon. Tigers, by the way,
very comfortable with him being our starting quarterback. In fact, he's had an outstanding camp.
Flags and whistles. Dabo also went on to say, if we needed Bryce.
5-yard penalty, second down.
Now this is great when you start talking about depth and getting a chance to play.
Just the third penalty against the Tigers is that one. Brothers Will and Drew Sweeney on the Clemson roster as the quarterback stumbles down. Chase Bryce is your quarterback. Third QB we've seen from the Tigers this afternoon. Operates from his own goal line with a handoff to Dixon. And he is driven backward.
Clemson family, and when I first came to Clemson, I was the first one to come and didn't quite understand that tradition. But now my wife, yes, our young men are thrusted into a position of influence. We want them to understand what that influence is, and we want to highlight them as men, because contrary to what anyone may think, their player stands on their man. And so
he's got them. This is a playoff team, the FCS level.
Coach across the way, pretty good too. Dabo Sweeney will win his 60th game here at Memorial Stadium and improve his record to
Dabo Sweeney, and what Dabo Sweeney's done for this school, the culture he's created here, the accountability for his players. And speaking of Sweeney, there's Wilson.
This will be the 102nd win for Coach Sweeney. Number 100 came against South Carolina last year with the rivalry game won by the Tigers.